Hello, class. I am your professor today, your teacher, your mentor, maybe. And I'm going to be teaching you about triangles, specifically two different methods for finding an angle in a triangle. Now, triangles exist everywhere. You have pizzas. You have all different sorts of shapes. They're everywhere in life. And sometimes you need to find an angle in one of these triangles. So in these sorts of scenarios, there are two different ways to find them. You could either use SOHCAHTOA as in method 1 on the left, or you can use the law of sines as in method 2 on the right. Today we'll be learning how to use both of those with a real-world example. Okay, so for our real-world example, we will be talking about an ice cream truck, which is getting loaded up with ice cream. So, as you can see, ice cream truck, very typical. It has an ice cream cone on top, which is a triangle, by the way, very interesting. And as you can see, it is level with the ground, and they're putting on two different ramps. First ramp will be 5 meters long. The second ramp, however, will be 15 meters long. The 5-meter long ramp makes a 25-degree angle with the ground. Our goal today will be to figure out what angle the 15-meter long ramp makes with the ground. So let's go down to the triangles broken down. Because we're going to be using both methods, I have two different triangles set up. Today we'll be using the law of sines for the triangle. The law of sines basically states that the sine of an angle over its opposite side length is equal to another angle over its opposite side length in the same triangle. Okay, so simply, we can know that it's 155 degrees due to the fact that it's a 180-degree line. First thing we'll be doing is the sine of 155 over 15, just like using the law of sines, and that will be equal to the sine of x, or the angle we're trying to find, over 5. We'll be using cross multiplication for that. So the sine of x times 15 equals the sine of 155 times 5. Now, using inverse sine, we can know that the inverse sine of 15 over the sine of 155 times 5, as you can see here, x equals 8.05 degrees. So that's how to find the angle with the first method, the law of sines. So for the second method, we'll be using normal sine. Normal sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So that means that the opposite side to the angle we're trying to find over the hypotenuse or the slanted side of the triangle, the right triangle. So the sine of 25 equals h over 5, opposite over hypotenuse. 5 being the hypotenuse, h being the opposite. So h would equal sine 25 times 5. So you're clearing everything by multiplying by 5. And using a calculator, it can be found that h equals 2.1 meters. Now, using the height that we found, we can use sine again, just like we just used. So we'll have used it twice to find the angle. So this time we'll be using inverse sine again. Sine x equals 2.1 over 15. So x equals the inverse sine of 2.1 over 15. And just like before, x equals 8.05. So again, both of these are great ways to find the angle that you're looking for. But law of sines was a little easier to use because you only had to do one math problem as opposed to the two needed in method 2. So usually when it comes to this sort of circumstance, you look at which angles you have, which numbers you have, and you figure out from there which one is the best to use. Thank you for watching.